Hari Om to all the Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. So, we are back for another class of Dharmakshetra Gita study. We are studying the 15th chapter, which is Purushottama Yoga. So, why is it called Purushottama Yoga? We'll come to know when we look at some of the verses which are coming next. But first, today, let us start with the prayer. ॐ नारायणसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Yeah. So, let us look at admit Shweta. Ivaga, what we have seen so far is the chapter began with how the whole world is described as a samsara vriksha, upside down the two, and the roots are unseen, unmanifest. That's why we miss it completely and we see only the manifest world, and we are carried away with the manifest world. And so, what we have to do with this samsara vriksha is cut it down. With what? With the instruments of viveka and vairagya. That much is clear. Next, what do we do? Next, what did Bhagavan tell us in this chapter? Anyone? What else was said? Innenittu kate? Let me also go back. So, the one who cuts this samsara vriksha, he should have some qualities. Viveka, Vairagya, all that is there. And then once you know the truth of my true nature, once I know the truth of samsara, the nature of samsara and my true nature, many qualities, Nirmana Moha, Jitasanga Dosha, Adhyatma Nitya, Vinivritta Kama, Dvandvair Vimukta, Sukadukka Sangair, Gachanti Amudaha Padam, Avyayam Tat. All these wonderful, beautiful qualities will be that of the Jivan Mukta. All this we have seen. And then if we don't see this, and then Bhagavan described how that space is, what is Atma Jyoti is being described. Natad bhasayate suryaha, na shashankaha, na pavakaha. Nothing can illumine this Atma Jyoti because it is Swayam Prakasha. Tasya bhata sarvamidam vibhati. Everything shines because the Atma Jyoti is shining, everything else is shining. Yad gatva nav nirvartante. Once you reach that space, once you identify, once the mind merges with the true self, there is no comeback. There is no coming back. Once I just touch that point, I cannot come back. Yad gatva na nivartante. Tad dhama paramam mama. That is the ultimate goal of my life. Paramam dhama, parandhama it is. Beautiful. What a lovely word. Parandhama mama. That is my parandhama. So, alliruvudu nanna mane, illi bande summane. That is what is being said here. This is all just dikhava, all hollow. Nothing in it. It's like a dream. It can vanish any moment. So, if it vanishes any moment, I don't know where else to go because In the next shloka, God says, if you are identified with the body mind complex and not with the true nature, you will be helplessly carried to another body. And you will not know where to go because the body that you know is gone. And the ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಶರೀರ ಇಸ್ ವಿಲಿ ಒದ್ದಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರತ್ತೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಪರಂಧಾಮ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ನೋ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪರಂಧಾಮ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಅವೇ ಬೈ ದ ವಿಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಸನಾಸ್. ಸ್ಕೇರಿ. That is why in this lifetime alone, we are making all these efforts to know that ultimate goal, that Parandhama is Krishna. For a Bhakta, you can say it is Krishna. For a Atmagnani, it's say my own real true nature. And then exactly that is what Krishna says in the one of the next shlokas. Mamaiva amshaha jiva lokaha bhuta sarve. You are all me. I am your Parandhama. You just don't know it. So that is why you are being carried away by Mamaivamshaha Jivaloke. Each and everything, there is nothing apart from me. That's it. There is nothing apart from me. And then, Aita, all this is there. So what is our exercise? Any moment we find, any little time we find, go back to my true nature. Very, 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 very simple and easy to find that Parandhama. Close the eyes, touch base with myself. I am. That is my true nature. Ashte. Nothing very impossible. Aita? And then we come to this another beautiful shloka. Why Nirmala ji keeps saying this chapter is being chanted before food in all the ashrams anta. Why? This is what we are going to discover now, which is very beautiful shlokas are coming up, which will tell us why. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not sure you can see the screen. This is the problem with this screen sharing.
We can see.
You are able to see? Okay, thank you. Gam avishya cha bhutani dharayami ahamojasa pushnami chaushadhi sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmakaha. Yes. You want to chant? Anyone? All of us? Anyone? Start.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yes, please.
गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयामि अहमोजसा पूष्णामि चौषधिः सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकाः.
ಅದೇನಂದ್ರೆ ಪೂಷ್ಣಾಮಿ ಚ ಔಷಧೀಹಿ ಸರ್ವಾಹ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್. ಸೊ
ಓಕೆ. ಪೂಷ್ಣಾಮಿ ಚ ಔಷಧೀಃ ಸರ್ವಾಃ ಸೋಮೋ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ರಸಾತ್ಮಕಾಃ.
ಎಸ್, ರಸಾತ್ಮಕಃ.
ಗಾಮಾವಿಶ್ಯ ಚ ಭೂತಾನಿ ಧಾರಯಾಮಿ ಅಹಂ ಓಜಸಾ ಪೂಷ್ಣಾಮಿ ಚ ಔಷಧಿ ಸರ್ವಾ ಸೋಮೋ ಭೂತ್ವಾ
ರಸಾತ್ಮಕಃ. ಆಮೇಲೆ
ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಅವಿಶ್ಯ ಆರ್ ವಿಶ್ಯ?
ಆವಿಶ್ಯ. ಗಾಮ್ ಆವಿಶ್ಯ ಚ ಭೂತಾನಿ ಧಾರಯಾಮಿ ಅಹಂ ಓಜಸಾ ಪೂಷ್ಣಾಮಿ ಚ ಔಷಧೀಃ ಸರ್ವಾಃ ಸೋಮೋ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ರಸಾತ್ಮಕಃ.
गाम अविश्य च भूतानि धारयामि अहम ओजसा पूष्णामि च औषधिः सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः.
सरी, गुड.
गाम अविश्य च भूतानि धारयामि अहम ओजसा पूष्णामि च औषधि सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः
Very good.
गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारायाम्यहं मोजसा पुष्णामि औषधीः सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः.
Very nice. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So, Gam.
Sorry, Purnamaji, I didn't
Yes,
go. I'll
Shweta.
go.
Howdu ಹೇಳಮ್ಮ.
Gama avishya cha bhutani dharayami aham
Ahamojasa.
ahamojasa pushnami cha aushadhi sarva omam bhutva
Somo bhutva rasatmakaha.
omo bhutva rasatmakaha
Somo bhutva.
omo
Sa
bhutva
for Shweta.
oh
Somo bhutva. Soma means
oh Somo na sorry ನಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಫೋನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ yeah I see Somo yeah.
ಇರ್ಲಿ
Yeah, I see that. ಅದು ಎಸ್ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗಿತ್ತು ಬರೀ ಓಮೋ ಅಂತ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ನಾನು
ಬರೀ
So,
ವೇತ
okay, I see.
ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು
Okay. ಸೋಮೋ ಭೂತ್ವರ ಸಾತ್ಮಕಃ I see what I was doing. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಫೋನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ not in my
ನೋ
tablet.
ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೌ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಸೆಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಮಮೈವಾಂಶಃ ಜೀವಲೋಕೆ ಸರ್ವಭೂತ ಸನಾತನಃ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೀ ಹಿ ಸೆಡ್ ನೌ ಹಿ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇನ್ಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಮೀ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಗಾಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅರ್ತ್ Gam Avishya, I have come down to earth. Avishya means I have permeated. I have permeated entire earth. And Bhutani, all living beings I have permeated. Gam Avishya cha Bhutani, Bhutani Dharayami. I am the one who is sustaining all the Bhutas. Bhutas andre ghost alla. Living beings. You, me, everything is a Bhuta. Gamavishyata bhutami dharayami. I am sustaining everything. Aham, me, I am sustaining ojasa, with my ojas, with my energy. Krishna is saying I am entering and permeating each and everything on earth, living and non-living, and I am sustaining with my ojas. And then pushnami. Pushnami is I nourish also. I am not just sustaining dharayami, I am pushnami, I am nourishing. Cha aushadihi. How is a living being nourished? Through food. Food is called as aushadhi in Sanskrit. How beautiful is that? It is not something we shove into our mouth. It is aushadhi. Medicine, food has to become medicine. Otherwise, medicine will become food. Famous. We have heard that. Isn't it? So, the very word for food is aushadhi in Sanskrit, which we have to think about it. So, pushnami, I am nourishing the entire living beings with aushadhi, in the form of aushadhi. How is the aushadhi nourished? How are the plants? How is the vegetation nourished? Somo bhutva rasatmakaha. Soma rasa is the amruta. You know, Soma here they have said the moon, but actually Shankara Bhashya gives the meaning as it is the Somarasa itself which is in all the Aushadhis, which gives us Amrutatva. It's the juice of life, Rasatmaka. It is full of juice. The Aushadhi, the vegetation that we have is full of that Somarasa which nourishes each and every living being. Isn't that beautiful? What a lovely how directly Bhagwan is telling us that he is the one who is cooking the food over there. We think we are cooking the food on the fire, but the photosynthesis is done by Bhagwan as what? As sunlight, as Surya. If it is not cooked first inside the plant, there is no plant for us to eat. And the taste and the fragrance, the aroma, everything is coming from the Oshadhi. And who is the essence of this Oshadhi? It is Bhagwan. And there is one more verse which goes with this beautiful verse. This is everybody, all of us, most of us know this shloka. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah Pranapanasamaयुक्तः Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. Yes, chant. Anyone can chant.
I'll try.
Yeah.
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रिताः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचामि अन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
Correct. Praninam deham ashritaha. Ashritaha illa.
Okay. प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः.
Yes. Next.
Yeah.
अहं
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः
Yes.
प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
Yes. Perfect. Yes, Indra.
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
Yes.
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचामि अन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
Yes. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪದ್ಮಜ ಶ್ವೇತಾ. Who else is there?
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहम् आश्रिता प्राणापना संयुक्ताः पचामि अन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
ಪ್ರಾಣ ಅಪಾನ ಸಮಾಯುಕ್ತಃ ಅಂತ ಅದು.
प्राणापान समायुक्ता पचामि अन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
ಜಯಶ್ರೀ. ಎಸ್.
अहं
ವೈ
वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणपानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्या प्राणिनां देहम् आश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्य अन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
Yes. Shweta, Vadiar, you want to try? Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva
अहं वैश्वानरूप भूत्वा
Praninam
प्राणिनां
Dehamashritah
देहम् आश्रितः
प्राण अपान समायुक्तः
समायुक्तः
पचामि
पचामि
अन्नं
अन्नं
चतुर्विधम्.
चतुर्विधम्.
It is I who take the form of the digestive fire in the stomachs of all living beings. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva, becoming Vaishvanara. The Jataragni is called the Vaishvanara Agni. Okay? And then Prana Apana Samayuktaha, and combine it with the incoming and outgoing breaths. I digest and assimilate all the 4 kinds of food. So, if Vaishvanara, if there is a digestive fire in my stomach, what does eating make? What is eating then? In which case, if I am putting it into a fire, what is it? What is it happening?
Energy burns more.
ಕಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿ ಫೀಡ್ ದ ಯಜ್ಞ ವಿತ್
It is a yagna ಅಷ್ಟೇ, period. Eating is a yagna. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅದೇ ಇದು ಏನೋ ಥಾಟ್ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಿನ್ನೋದಲ್ಲ. ಹವಿಸ್ಸು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಹವಿಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಫುಡ್ ವಿ ಪುಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೌತ್ ಈಸ್ ಹವಿಸ್. to that Vaishvanara Agni, who is nothing other than Krishna. Just imagine this momentous, if we remember this, we will never be able to eat unmindfully. But the key isn't remembering this, isn't it?
Remember what is Havis?
Havis is the fuel, no? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತಲ್ಲ ಡ್ರೈ ಟ್ವಿಗ್ಸು ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಯಜ್ಞ ಯು ಪುಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ನೋ
Correct.
ghee we put. Sometimes we make for Ganesha Homa we make modakas and we put all that is havis.
Got it.
Whatever we feed into the fire is called a havis. So whatever I'm putting into my mouth is actually havis for that Vaishvanara Agni.
Oh.
Nodu. How momentous is that? How beautiful. How significant. The act of eating itself is a yajna. We don't have to do any other special yajna in life. Just eating mindfully. The mindfulness industry comes in here, which has got a very good. Everything I do mindfully, it becomes a yajna. That is what Krishna is saying. You don't have to be. Shweta wants to ask something.
Want to tell something.
Yes, please.
Purnima, you finish off, then I'll add on.
Right. So, aham Vaishvanaro bhutva praninam deham ashritah. Where is this Vaishvanara? In the pranis. Prani again is hum log. We are all pranis. Living beings. Pranis, I am taking the deha of the pranis and I am becoming the Vaishvanara Agni. The smallest of pranis has this Vaishvanara Agni. The smallest one I can imagine, maybe an ant, and the biggest, and everything in between. Krishna is doing all the digestive work of all the pranis. How? Not just the Agni, it needs to be fanned. The fire, it dies down. So, avag bisangali, we have to keep blowing it. Who does that job? As prana and apana vayu, God is doing this job. Prana is the mukhya prana, the one which makes me alive. The mukhya prana is the prana. It has got it has got 5, the mukhya prana has got 4 sub categories. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. Yes, we all know this 4 Allah. Prana, apana, udana, samana, vyana. All these 4. The one, if any child is doing or adult is doing Sandhya Vandana in the house, you will know. Or when we do all the pujas in the house in a ritualistic manner, this shloka will come. Om prana yasvaha, Om vyana yasvaha, Om apana yasvaha, Om udana yasvaha, Om samana yasvaha. All the pranas, please consume this food, naivedyam I am giving you, ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ? Why are all these pranas important? Because they are doing all the physiological work in the body. Prana is mukhya prana, important. Once I breathe in only, all the other work is happening. Apana is the one which takes care of the excretion. And then udana is the one which takes care of the higher energy, the thought, the nervous system, the thinking faculty, and the eyes, all the upper organs are working because of udana vayu. And then samana vayu is the one which does the digestive work. That is why here it is mentioned prana apana iti. I mean everything, all the 5 pranas are involved. It's just indicative that prana apana samayuktaha along with prana and apana, because after eating it has to be digested and it has to be expelled also. So apana is also mentioned in this shloka. So ishtella kelsa, it's happening inside the body in a very, very, very subtle level, involuntarily. Thank God. If it was a voluntary process, we would forget to swallow, we would forget to release the acids, we would forget to do anything that is all the things that are going on so beautifully by nature, by prakriti, we would simply forget to do all that, isn't it? We need to remember only one thing, that eating is a yajna. That also I might forget. I will sip this coffee very unconsciously. And it comes to the next idu. I assimilate the 4 kinds of food. What is this 4 kinds of food? Anyone has any idea? There are 4 kinds of food anta. First of all, there are 3 kinds of cooking. What are the 3 levels of cooking that is happening? First one we decided was the photosynthesis. It's happening in the plants. That is the first cooking done by Surya Deva. And the second cooking, what I'm doing is in the kitchen, on the stove.
Mouth. Okay.
ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ನೀನು?
ನಾನು ಮೌತ್ ಚೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ.
ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಶುರು ಸಲೈವರಿ ಗ್ಲಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ದಿಸ್ ವೈಶ್ವಾನರಾಗ್ನಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್, isn't it? So second cooking is done in the kitchen and the third cooking is done in the Jataragni. So imagine all these things should happen for proper assimilation of food. And it is fanned by the prana, assisted by apana, samana, vyana. Vyana is the circulatory air which carries the oxygen and the nutrition to all the organs of the body. Vyana vayu. That is why in Ayurveda, what is treated? These pranas are treated with some ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದರೆ ಬರೀ ಪ್ರಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪಲ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಇಸ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ಓ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆರ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ದ ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆರ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ದ excretory system. Everything they were able to determine just by looking at the pulse which prana is affected anta. That is what has to be corrected. Anyway, so it's entire intelligent system. Where is it all happening? In me. And what is this Chaturvidam Annam? 4 tarad food yaudidu? Anybody has any idea? Where is Nirmala? Should have happily given beautifully all the explanations. Missing her today.
What is the third type of cooking? Photosynthesis ಒಂದು, cooking in the kitchen ಒಂದು, ಮೂರನೇದು
Jataragni in the stomach. Jatara is stomach. Agni is fire. That Agni is Vaishvanara, which is Krishna.
Okay. The digestive fire is another cooking that is happening in the stomach.
Exactly, yeah, it has to digest. Cooking. Okay. That is why it's called Agni only. Jataragni. It is the digestive fire. And there is one more fire in the body, which is that the temperature 98.6 or whatever that we have, that is the Agni, that is also Krishna, which keeps us alive. It is called the Jatavedas. You know, without the moment this Jatavedas leaves my body, I am gone. So many things, everything has got a Devata, who is the Adhisthana Devata for each and everything in the living body. So there are 2 Agnis in me. One is Jatavedas, the one which keeps me alive. And then there is Jataragni, which helps me digest the food. Everything is Krishna. That is the bottom line. Okay. 4 kinds of food. What are the kinds of food that we have? Different consistencies ge 4 kinds of food anta heltare. One that we generally have is bhakshyam, the one which we have to chew and swallow. Solid foods. Solid foods ke bhakshyam. That is the first one kind of food. The second kind of food is bhojyam, which is drunk, liquid diet. That also has to be digested. So
what is that called?
Bhojyam.
Second one?
Bhojyam. Bhojyam.
Bhojyam.
One is bhakshyam, which I chew and swallow. Bhojyam, which I just swallow, liquid diet, which is drunk. And then choshyam. Choshyam andre eno? Juicy, which I suck. For example, mango or any, ಹುಣಸೆ ಹಣ್ಣನ್ನ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು imli chocolate, we used to any peppermint we suck. Choshyam. And then what else do we suck? What is the other kinds of things? This mangoes, rasalu anta Hyderabad is famous. Mangoes we suck. That has to be, the juice has to be sucked from it. ಇನ್ನೇನು suck ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? What else do we suck? chocolates, peppermints, all these things we keep in the jaw and we suck. And then
All
newborn
kinds
baby,
of fruits.
newborn baby sucks milk from the mother.
correct. That is correct. And drinks it. It does both. Very correct. Shweta, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಿ ಒಡೆಯರ್?
ಎಲ್ಲ ತರದ್ದು ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಜನರಲಿ ವಿ suck the juice out of it.
ನೋ ಅದು ಕಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಿಂತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಆಪಲ್ಸ್, ಬನಾನಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ
ಅದ್ ಕಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ತಿನ್ನೋದಾಯ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಜನರಲಿ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ದಟ್ ಜ್ಯೂಸಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ವಿಲ್
juicy things. We have to suck the juice. Mainly the mango comes to mind.
Like a sapota, right? If you don't cut it, if you just peel and eat it, you'll also suck a little bit of a juice. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸು, ಪೆಪ್ಪರ್ಮಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಚೋಷ್ಯಂ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆರ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೇಹ್ಯಂ. ಲೇಹ, ವಿ ಆಲ್ ನೋ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ದ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕ್ ಲೇಹ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಚವಣಪ್ರಾಶ್, ಅದು ಇದು ಲೇಹ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಇಟ್ has got a consistency which is neither solid nor liquid nor can it be sucked. It has to be licked. When we give children, we put it on the tongue like that, leha. We'll mix one churna with a little honey or a ghee and we put it on the tongue. That is called a leha, lehyam. It is thick and sticky. So these are the 4 kinds of foods. Chaturvidham annam pachami. See, directly God is saying pachami. I am the one who is digesting it for you. Pachami. Pachami is directly I am anta ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು. It is not happening. He is saying, I am doing it. So this is a beautiful shloka which is chanted before food. Okay, that is why this whole chapter is how Krishna is declaring that he himself is everything. He is in everything. He is in you and me. I am you. I am doing all the work for you. All the nature's work is being done by me. And especially is describing how the anna is being digested. Therefore, this shloka is chanted, this whole chapter is chanted in ashramas before food. We should also chant this shloka before eating, so that we remember that it is a yajna which is happening. And that is why, in Indian culture, people say one should not talk while eating. Alva? We tell children also, don't talk, just eat. Because it's a yajna happening, man. You can't be distracted while you're eating. It is a very, very, very Indian culture. In Western culture, we say, let us talk it over dinner. Alva, Shweta? Huh? So, talking it over a meal, that has become the norm in the West. Unfortunately, which we keep adopting here. No, Shweta?
I don't know, but I think here lifestyle is so different. If you meet people for dinner, you have company, right? In India, you have your people at home. You sit together, you live together. So I think that's how I think about it.
True. You're all correct. I agree. See, everything, all these cultures come because of the environment, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. But the tattva idiyalva, adan martogtivi. In our bid
Correct.
to be wanted, or in the name of socialization or meeting people, all this only the peripheral stuff is being given importance, and the entire essence of life is kind of pushed to the background ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋವಾಗ ತೆಪ್ಪಗೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ ಈಟಿಂಗ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳೋದು. ನಮಗೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಇವಾಗ ನಾವೇ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ,
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆದಷ್ಟು, ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ,
ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಕ್ ದ ಟಾಕ್.
Yes.
And it's also not see, when you're eating and talking, it's not correct also. You might get choked, alva? Enamma Shweta Vadiyar, what do you want to say? Share.
See, generally what happens is, even during my consultations or whatever it is, I just want to pour it out here. See, I tell people and share with everybody here that as per the shloka, okay, I didn't knew that, it has come into Bhagavad Gita.
Ah.
But religiously, I used to follow that eating mindfully.
Very beautiful.
While eating, I never used to, at home also, I never let anybody to talk much or, eat with full consciousness.
Perfect.
So that, whatever you're eating, you will get to know that exactly. So that is what I was following, and today I got to know that, that is there in Bhagavad Gita.
That is what Krishna recommends.
We tell many people tell me that, how is it possible? I said like, if you are eating very fast also, you're gulping. You're not at all, enjoying what exactly you're eating. So eating matters a lot to a body.
Absolutely.
Okay? That's when, you'll end up with all lifestyle disorders. So be mindful, be the sense that, what exactly you're eating. Don't be that, okay, I have a meeting, I have this, I have that. Even everybody will have that. It means that you're not paying. I tell our kids that only, that, pay respect to the God who has given you the food. Be conscious and eat it.
Now you
Then
add
you
this.
will enjoy. And also you'll enjoy, the person who has cooked it, you will appreciate them also.
Haudu.
Otherwise, like, hurry-burriedly, you will be gulping and you will be running off for your work.
It's really an insult, to the chef, to the cook.
That's what. Enjoy the food and eat. And that's when, many of them come back and, tell me, or send me a message telling that, okay, this is working for me. Then I'll be like so happy. Okay, I did my job.
Yes. Now you add this also. See, God has cooked it already for us with so much care. Once inside the plants, and then he will do it again when it goes inside. The only thing I have to do is pay attention while I'm chewing. That's the only voluntary thing I can do here.
Correct.
Isn't it?
And also about last shloka I wanted to tell. Ojas, according to Ayurveda, Ojas is something, they tell there are, senses. Different senses are there in our body. So they divided them like, as we know all senses, like, touch, feel, and, seeing, hearing, these are all senses. According to Ayurveda, there is one more senses. Okay, it's in the brain. When you are spiritually inclined towards something, and that ojas, that they call it as a nerve, that will get some, according to the science, we tell that, the alpha, nerves, the gammas will, lighten up. This is what according to science they say. But according to Ayurveda, there is a ojas nerve, they tell. So it will lighten up. Okay? This you will sense if you are practicing yoga.
Very nice.
Okay? For me, it's been like almost like 7-8 years I'm practicing yoga. So with, after joining this class, I'm able to sense that ojas nerve. Because, there is something called as yoga nidra. In yoga nidra, you're not supposed to sleep. The instructor, whatever they'll be telling, you are supposed to hear, your body will become instill. It's been many practices, over years, the practice was going on, but I never, sensed that. I used to go for sleep because of my, stress or some other thing. But after joining here, I guess like, after 2-3 months, I was able to, make my body still.
Wow,
And
Shweta.
ojas, if it starts, sparkling, your
Energy.
in Ayurveda, they also tell that if that ojas is, active in your brain, then your relationship in your life will be very smoother with everybody, it seems. I was able to make out all that.
Very good, very good. So at
that's
the
a-
physical level itself, if you make some changes at the physical level, it becomes, it will permeate to the mental level, and
then it will be like, a magic.
yeah, magic happens.
Yeah, that's what I was, I dropped a message for you also regarding that once, I guess a few months back. Ojas will automatically make, if you are spiritually inclined towards, spiritual, whatever satsang you are into.
Very good. So that energy, ojas means energy. Just be aware of the energy is what is required. That's all it takes. That's just shifting the attention to the energy is all it takes for the magic to happen, like Shweta said. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. For that, so much circus we are doing, reading so much, trying to understand. Beautiful. Okay, there's one more shloka for today. Shall we do it or shall we keep it for next class? And after this, there is just one more, and 15th chapter will be closing. Anyway, we will do it off. One nimsha. This is another beautiful shloka which says again the same theme is being reiterated again and again by Bhagavan. Sarvasyaham hrudi sannivishto mattasmritirjnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvaiv ahameva vedyo vedanta kridveda videva chaham. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟಂಗ್ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟರು. ಸರ್ವಸ್ಯ ಚ ಅಹಂ ಹೃದಿ ಸನ್ನಿವಿಷ್ಟಃ ಮತ್ತಃ ಸ್ಮೃತಿರ್ ಜ್ಞಾನಂ ಅಪೋಹನಂ ಚ ವೇದೈಶ್ಚ ಸರ್ವೈಃ ಅಹಮೇವ ವೇದ್ಯಃ ವೇದಾಂತಕೃದ್ ವೇದವಿದ್ ಏವ ಚ ಅಹಂ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಚಾಂಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಬೈ ಬಿಟ್ ಆರ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಲೆಡ್, ಯು ಡಿಸೈಡ್. ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಚಾಂಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ.
ಮಾಡ್ಲಮ್ಮ.
ಮಾಡಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ.
ಸರ್ವಸ್ಯ ಚಾಹಂ ಹೃದಿ ಸನ್ನಿವಿಷ್ಟಃ ಮತ್ತಸ್ಮೃತಿಜ್ಞಾನಮಪೋಹನಂ ಚ ವೇದೈಶ್ಚ ಸರ್ವೈರಹಮೇವ ವೇದ್ಯಃ ವೇದಾಂತಕೃದ್ವೇದ ವಿದೇವ ಚಾಹಂ.
ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್. ಸಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಚಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ವೆರಿ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಚಂದ್ರ. Yes.
Thank you, ma.
Next, who wants to chant? Who wants to take us? Go. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishto. Yes, somebody can. Yeah, I can lead one line and somebody can chant.
You lead the line. We are going to chant here.
Jai Shri.
Yeah, that's better.
You lead the line.
Sarvasya chaham. Hello. Somebody unmute.
Sarvasya chaham. That's okay, go ahead.
Jai Shri, you go ahead. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishto.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो
मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानम् अपोहनं च
मत्तस्मृतिज्ञानम् अपोहनं च
वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो
वेदैश्च सर्वै अहम् एव वेदो वेद्यो
वेदान्तकृद्वेद विदेह चाहम्.
वेदान्तकृद्वेद विदेव चाहम्.
Shweta Rao.
Yes. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto matthai smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyo vedanta kridveda vid eva chaham.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Next. Yes.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत् वेदविदेव चाहम्.
Very beautiful, Rama.
Can I go next?
Yes, Suma, welcome. You weren't there for the 2 shlokas. Yes, please.
Yeah, sorry, I missed it. Yeah.
Not at all. Yes.
Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishto mattasmritirjnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvair ahameva vedyo vedantakrid veda videva chaham.
Very beautiful. Yes.
Thank you.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्.
Beautiful. Yes. Sneha, Padmaja. Padmaja is there?
I'm there, but it's little tough, it seems to be.
Never mind, never mind. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಓಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೀಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ವಸ್ಯ ಚ ಅಹಂ ಹೃದಯ ಸನ್ನಿವಿಷ್ಟ. ಹೃದಯ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹಾರ್ಟ್. ಸರ್ವಸ್ಯ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್. ಸನ್ನಿವಿಷ್ಟ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ಡ್. Sanskrit is very simple if you break it up, isn't it? Sarvasya cha aham hrudi sannivishtaha. Mattaha, from me, ಸ್ಮೃತಿ ಜ್ಞಾನಂ ಅಪೋಹನಂ ಚ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಏನೇನು? ಸ್ಮೃತಿ, ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೀ. ಜ್ಞಾನಂ, ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೀ. ಅಪೋಹನಂ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ಫುಲ್ನೆಸ್. Loss of memory is also me. You know, positive, negative, everything. And there is nothing like positive, negative in Ishvara, in Bhagavan. Everything is just there. I give the labels, this is good, this is bad, ashte hortu. Everything is Bhagavan. From me comes memory, from me comes jnana, from me comes apohanam. The loss of memory also is from me only. Vedaishcha sarvair ahameva vedya. In all the Vedas, how many Vedas are there? 4 major Vedas. In all the Vedas, sarvai Vedaha ahameva vedya. I am the one to be known. In all the Vedas. And Bhagavad Gita is the Panchama Veda. In all the scriptures, I am the only one to be known. It's not as if different books are, one is chemistry, one is physics, one is biology. Illa. The subject matter of all the scriptures is me and me alone. Bhagavan, Ishvara, Brahman, Krishna. Me, it's about me, myself. Imagine, all the scriptures of the world are talking about my true nature. Ahameva Vedya. I am the only one to be known. Vedanta Krit. And who has written these Vedas? Me. Vedanta Krit Vedavid eva cha aham. Vedanta ಬರ್ದಿರೋರು ನಾನೇ, ವೇದವಿದ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋನು ನಾನೇ. Imagine. The entire scriptures is about me. I am the only one to be understood in these scriptures. I am the author of these scriptures. I am the one who is understanding it also. See how many roles Bhagavan is doing here. Everything is Krishna. Ashte. Because why? He is sitting in the heart. Sarvasya cha aham hrudi sannivishtaha. Even in the author, it is Krishna. The one who is studying is Krishna. The one who is being understood is Krishna. The one who is forgetting is also Krishna. The one who is remembering is also Krishna. What else you want to know, Baba? In this shloka, everything, the whole entire, everything is being said in this shloka. Isn't it beautiful? Sarvasya cha aham suddhi. So, Krishna has not yet entered the stomach as Jataragni. He has entered not just the stomach, he has entered our heart also. Hrudi. Everything is there. That's why in our culture we say Namaste. ಏನದು ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಟು ದ ಲಾರ್ಡ್. ಈಶ್ವರ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಹೇಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ನೇಬರ್ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಯು ಸೇ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸರ್ವಸ್ಯ ಚ ಅಹಂ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಸನ್ನಿವಿಷ್ಟಃ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್. ವೆದರ್ and I might have forgotten that. Forgetting is also me only, he is saying. Apohanam. The loss of memory is also me. The neighbor doesn't remember that he is God, but still he is God. So, I do namaste. Such a beautiful culture in which each and every act reminds us that it is Bhagavan alone who is everywhere. Smruti is Bhagavan, Jnanam is Bhagavan, and forgetting is Bhagavan. This forgetting is Bhagavan, we forget. And we scold children. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಮರ್ತೋದ್ಯಾ? ಅರೆ, it is Bhagavan who is making me forget. And then Veda Ishchasa Sarvaihi Ahameda Vaidya idella ishtella health. So this Namaste is our culture. Again, coming back to the West, shaking hand is Western culture. And apparently this shaking hands dates back to this, very olden times where people used to be armed, because there was so much strife in the societies and people would carry knives and guns and whatnot. So when you shake hands, you just show that, okay, Baba, I'm coming as a friend, anta. So that has become a very, very cultured custom. That's fine. Again, everything has got a context, so we can't say too much about it. And here we are just going to greet people with saying Namaste. And then, how has he entered in myself? As Atma. That is why I am called a Jivatma. Because God is sitting in me, I am called a Jivatma. Atma is in me. That this Atma is Sarvatma also. He is in the same Atma is in each and every living being. And how is this Atma available to me? As I am. I exist and I am conscious. That is God. That is Atma. Finish. Nenu illa. And so the memory comes in me, the knowledge comes in me. And that knowledge, look at this knowledge, is so instantaneous. Once you learn something, once the child learns that this object is called a chair, the child will never forget throughout his or her life. Instantaneous recall. The Nama Rupa is so much etched in our memories. It's instantaneous. That instantaneous recall is Bhagavan. And this forgetting is a blessing. How? Can anyone share this? Apohanam or forgetting is also Bhagavan. It's also a blessing. How? Let us recall how forgetting is a blessing. It's very important to forget, isn't it?
Yeah, all the old bad memories and incidents.
Yes. Correct.
Like forgetting that.
Yes. It's
There are two good friends who had one bad incident. If they forget it, it is like they are again the good friends only, the best of the friends.
Exactly. Ashte. Yes.
And when we are born too, right? It's good thing we forget all the stuff what we did in our prior janma or wherever we came from.
Yeah, absolutely.
Imagine what happens to the soul if it remembers everything.
Which it could, Apohanam is very important.
So, all the impressions and old vasanas. Yeah.
See, old vasanas are there.
They come through, right? Vasanas
they
come
driving.
Through, but at least, we tend to forget it.
Yeah, the most deep impressions, maybe they'll go deep into the unconscious. They might not affect my day-to-day life, but which is a great thing.
It just pops up, yeah.
It pops up sometimes, but each and every day, if you leave that horror, imagine the Holocaust, the Jews, Papa, how they went through that horror. If they go on, one of my friends had visited Israel recently, okay, just before this attack by Hamas, and he was saying, the moment you step down in the airport and you sit in the taxi, and throughout his tour, all he could hear was the shock and the horror, the trauma of the Holocaust. Each and every person there has a horrible history. My parents, my children, my brother, sister, my siblings, my neighbors, somebody has gone through that, that horror of the Holocaust. So this memory, Papa, they are not able to lose it. That Apohanam is not happening in this race, Papa, the Jews. The horror is so much ingrained in them. Fortunately, for most of us, this Apohanam is working very well. The loss of memory is working good. Like Shweta said, past life memory, don't want. Thank you very much. This life itself, I carry so much hurt from so many people. And I keep recalling. Somebody called me donkey, I will recall and I will hate that person forever. Imagine if I remember all the other things. So this apohanam is a blessing. Somebody has Alzheimer's. Blessing. Perhaps that person is escaping from some horrid memory which was haunting him or her. Very good. And anyway, even the hurt that we hang on to, it becomes weak over time. Thank God. Time is the greatest healer. That's why we say Kalaya Tasmai Namaha. See, the memories might be intact. We might remember, but the sorrow, the suffering will reduce over time, which is a great blessing of Bhagavan. Greatest blessing of Bhagavan. Isn't it? So, this is what Bhagavan is saying. Oh, everything is me, don't worry. Remembering is me, forgetting is me, the knowledge is me, and all the parts of the Vedas, it is me. In all Vedas, what is the main thing? Om. If you want to compress the Vedas into one syllable, it is Om. Auma. Waking, dreaming, deep sleep. 3 syllables are combined to become Om. Entire world, my life of mine, can be combined into waking, dreaming, deep sleep, which can be translated as waking as gross, sleeping as subtle, and deep sleep as causal. Everything is combined here. The gross is called as Virat, the Sukshma is called as Hiranyagarbha, in the what you call macrocosm, and deep sleep is Ishvara. In deep sleep, I am one with Ishvara. With all my faults, everything is forgotten and I become one with Ishvara in deep sleep. And once I wake up, everything comes back. How? Because Krishna is sitting in my heart. If he is not sitting, I wouldn't come back as the same person. Imagine. And then he says, this Vedanta Krit, I am the author of all the Vedanta, and Bhagavan Shankara has given a beautiful definition for Vedanta Krit. He says, Vedanta Artha Sampradaya Krit. I am the one who is keeping up the Sampradaya of Vedanta. Guru Parampara is being held up by Bhagavan. That's why despite thousands of years of invasion on Sanatana Dharma by the Mughals, by the British, by so many foreign, by the Dutch, by the French, everyone has tried, by the Portuguese, everyone has tried to conquer and stop this. But it is surviving. That is why it is called Sanatana. Max Muller, the German scholar, Sanskrit scholar, he started reading the Vedas in order to start conversion, apparently. Rewrite it to make everybody convert. But as he went on reading the Vedas, he himself was converted. He was amazed. Oh, what a beautiful insight. What beautiful insights. Everything is me. Everything is Ishvara. Everything is Christ. Whatever. And he himself became a disciple of Sanatana Dharma. That is how transformative it is. It is inevitable. When one starts reading it properly, assimilating the teachings, it's inevitable that I am converted. I become a Krishna Bhakta. Isn't it? So this has to be the bhavana when I am reading the scriptures. What is the bhavana when I am reading the scriptures? Yes. Is it about Bhagavan? Is it about Krishna? Or is it about me? It's the same. You call it Ishvara, you call it Bhagavan, you call it Krishna, you call it about my own self. It's all the same. So when I am reading the scriptures, as a Jnani, let me remember I am reading about my true nature. Here also, in this shloka also, everywhere Krishna says, Aham, 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 it is me. I am me. It is me who has become all this Anta. This is the beautiful, with this shloka we can end this class. So only in the Vibhuti Yoga we saw so many glories of God. In this, little things have been given. Okay. So there is just one more verse which we shall finish in the next class, and probably give one shloka to all of us and revise it, and we can complete it. Okay, people, closing prayer.
Okay.
ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. May this knowledge stay with us all the time. May we never forget it, and may we ever remember that whatever we are doing is a yajna and offering to the Lord. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Lokaah Samastaah Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaah Samastaah Sukhino Bhavantu. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. हरिः ओं तत्सत्. श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम्.